I could do nothing but stare helpless, unable to move or even think. Such paralyzing terror may perhaps seem strange to my readers, unless they recall that not 5 years prior I'd encountered a hound of gigantic proportions upon the moor of Devon, one that caused the deaths of 2 men and nearly proved the undoing of another. Even though Holmes had killed it stone dead with 5 shots to its flank, Jack Stapleton's terrible bloodhound Mastiff Cross continued to haunt my dreams. Often I would awaken in bed, soaked in sweat, my heart pounding, having been quite convinced that I was back on fog-shrouded Dartmoor, and that the beast was chasing me, its phosphorus-accented features glowing, its fang-filled maw agape and slavering, hell-bent on savaging me to death. So it was that this dog in Hyde Park seemed like a nightmare come to life, my greatest fear made real. It was hurtling towards me with the clear intent of mauling me. In mere seconds, I was going to meet a hideous end. The dog was less than a couple of yards away, easy leaping distance for so sizable a creature travelling at so great a speed, when all at once a sharp, shrill whistle resounded from the trees nearby. The dog came skidding to a halt, so close to me now that I could have reached down and petted it, in the unlikely event I should have wished to do so. It stood with its ears erect, its fangs bared, gazing up with dark, acquisitive eyes, regarding me much as it might have a juicy ham bone or a cornered rabbit.
"Lucy!"
came a gruff voice.
"Lucy! Come back here! Lucy! This instant!"
The dog, hearing its name, twitched its head, but seemed loath to obey the command.
"Lucy!"
said the voice, this time with an unmistakable note of menace. Now the dog turned about, albeit with a show of great reluctance, as though it could not bear to be drawn away from the human into whose flesh it was so apparently keen to sink its teeth. A man came into view, brandishing a dog-lead. Lucy slouched over to him, aiming the occasional avaricious look back at me. The man grabbed the animal by the scruff of the neck and reattached the lead. Then he strode towards me at a brisk pace, with Lucy trotting at his side.
"Sorry about that,"
said this fellow.
"Hope she didn't give you a fright."
"She's as meek as a lamb, normally. Just gets a bit excited sometimes." My mouth was dry, but I managed to frame words. A bit excited? The wretched thing was coming to attack me. If you hadn't called her off, who knows what would have happened?
"There's no need to get so hot under the collar about it. You're all right, aren't you? She didn't bite you, did she?"
"Well, yes. No. Yes, I'm all right. No, she didn't bite me."
"Then what is the problem?"
Lucy's owner looked, to all appearances, like a reasonable, respectable gentleman. He was in early middle age and spoke well, and I had judged him to be some kind of urban professional, a solicitor, perhaps, or a chartered accountant. He seemed genuinely surprised that I should take offence at his dog's behaviour. "The problem," I said, "is that if your Lucy really is as meek as a lamb, as you put it, I could not have known that. Certainly not from the way she came at me."
"You must have acted aggressively towards her.
Dogs are known to put on angry displays when somebody threatens or intimidates them." "I assure you, I did nothing to spark an adverse reaction in her. I was merely minding my own business."
"You don't need to do anything,"
the man said.
"Some people simply give off an aura of hostility towards dogs. That's all it takes."
"An aura of—" I spluttered. My fear was, as if through some process of emotional alchemy, subliming into indignation. "How dare you, sir? It comes to something when a man can't walk through the park without being assaulted for no good reason by a vicious, undisciplined mongrel."
"And how dare you?"
the other retorted, his voice rising just as mine had.
"I'll have you know that Lucy is a purebred German shepherd, and what's more, is as well trained a hound as you could hope to find." You saw how she answered when I called.